Hello students, welcome back. Today I am taking our new lesson, new chapter, Introduction to Computer Networks. We know very well. Okay, so these are the topics we will cover. Introduction to networks, types of network, LAN, MAN and WAN, network devices, modem, hub, switch, repeater, router and gateway, network topologies, star topology, bus topology, tree topology, mesh topology, introduction to internet, URL, www and its application, web, email, chat and VoIP. And the next topic is website introduction, difference between a website and a web page, static versus dynamic web page, web server and hosting of a website. And last topic is web browser introduction, commonly used browsers, browser settings, add-ons and plugins and cookies. So these are the topics of computer network. So we will discuss one by one. So first topic is introduction to networks. So what is networks? So a computer network is a set of nodes like computers and networking devices that are connected through communication for the purpose of communication and sharing resources, hardware and software may be among the user. So with the help of networking, we can share our information from one place to another place. Here the advantage of computer networking is facilitate communication through email, video conferencing, instant messaging of any other mode, share hardware devices like a printer or a scanner, means we can share our hardware resources. It save our money, enable file sharing, share software or operating system, share information. Okay. Disadvantage of computer network, lack of robustness, okay, security issue and cost of the network depend on our hardware and software resources. So these are the disadvantage of computer networks. Okay, the next topic is types of network, LAN, MAN and WAN. LAN means local area network, means this network in limited area within rooms and buildings. Next is metropolitan area network within a city, and last wide area network within multiple city, state and countries. Okay, now I want to discuss in detail first local area network. Okay, LANs are mostly frequently used and discussed network. We know very well it is one of the most common, one of the simplest type of network. It is designed for a small physical area such as an office, group of building, anything or different types of topologies can be used to design LAN like star, ring, bus and tree, etc. So this belongs to a LAN. So there is a limited area we can use our LAN in a building, in a room. We have more than one computer and we can connect each other and we can build a small network. So this is called LAN. Examples: a networked office building, school or home. Sometimes one building can contain a few small LANs, like some school have independent LANs in the computer in each computer lab. Okay, the characteristics of LAN: private network means no need of regulatory control, operate at relatively high speed. Ethernet Ethernet means local area network, and token ring types media access controls are used and connect computers in a single building or block of campus. Okay, what is the advantage of LAN? Resource sharing, we can share our resources such as printer and softwares. Software application sharing, easy and cheap communication, centralized data, it provides data security, it provides internet sharing. Disadvantage of LAN, high setup cost. Okay, it requires high setup cost, privacy violation, data security threat, and LAN maintenance job, and cover limited area. So these are the main disadvantage you can see. Okay, now MAN. Another networking type is MAN, metropolitan area network. Means within a city we can connect more than one computer to share information from one place to another. Spread within a city, cover an area of a few kilometers or to a few 100 kilometers radius, set up using all types of guided and unguided media. Guided and unguided means wired connection, means we can use a cable. Unguided means wireless connections. Without cable we can to transfer our data, owned and operated by a government body or a large corporation. Example, a network of schools or banks, government offices, etc. within a city. A MAN is usually formed by interconnected a computer of LANs and individual computers. So these are the basic property of MAN. Now next is WAN, wide area network. This is a third type, slightly more complex than a LAN because this is a big network. Okay, a WAN connects computer across longer physical distance. Okay, it covers most geographical areas. The internet is the most basic example of a WAN. Okay, internet belongs to WAN, connecting all computers together around the world. Because of a WAN vast reach, so it is very difficult to own and maintain by any single person or owner. Okay, here the example of WAN is a network of ATMs, banks, national government offices, international organization offices, and spread over a country, continent, or covering many continents. Okay, here characteristics of WAN. So these are the basic property. Cover large distance such as state, countries, and continents. Okay, communication medium like satellite, public telephone networks, and routers are used. Establish connection. Advantage of WAN is long distance business can connect on the one network, shared software and resources, messages can be sent very quickly to wide range of nodes, hardware devices can be shared. Okay, disadvantage is need a good firewall to restrict unauthorized access. So firewall maybe if software hardware to prevent from unauthorized accessing on the internet. So it is very big challenge in the WAN network. Setting up a network can be an expensive, slow and complicated. Maintain a network is full-time job. Security is a major issue when many different have the ability to use information. So big challenge in security always when we use any kind of network. Okay, the next topic is networking devices, modem, hub, switch, repeater, router, and gateway. Okay, because when we connect more than one computers and the several computer needs more connecting device also. So these are modem, hub, switch, repeater, router, and gateway. But purpose is different. So first is modem. We know very well. In the early stage of internet, we use telephone lines. In telephone lines, analog signal is working, and our computer understand digital signal. So we need a device which can responsible for convert analog signal into digital signal, and again digital signal to analog signal. So for this purpose we can use modem. Modem means MO means modulation, DEM means demodulation. So it is a short for modulator and demodulator. It is an electronic device used to across the internet that modulation carrier wave to encode information to be transmitted and also demodulates incoming carrier waves to decode the information they carry. Modulation means digital to analog signal conversion, and the vice versa is known as demodulation. So you can see in a computer, this is a first is digital signal and modem connected to computer and telephone lines, and this digital signal convert into analog signal. On the receiving end, on the destination, another modem you can see, and this analog signal again convert into digital signal. Okay, so these are the device which can responsible to convert signals analog to digital and digital to analog. Okay, next networking device is hub. Suppose we have more than one computer and I want to connect, so we need a hub. So it is used to connect multiple computers in a single lane network of one work group. Generally hubs are available with 4 ports, 8, 12, 24 and 48 ports. It depends on the hub size. So when a hub receives a signal on its ports, it repeats the signal and forward the signal from all the ports except the port on which the signal arrived. In the below diagram, leftmost nodes try to send signal to rightmost node, but the signal are distributed to all ports nodes. So you can see this is a leftmost node, this is a rightmost node, and this is a hub, send signal to all port. You can see this arrow direction. So in this style, a hub is working to send and receive data to the several computers. Okay, so there are two types of hub, passive hub and active hub. It only forward the signal on all ports without amplifying the signal. Okay, so passive hub without converting weak signal into the strong signal. Okay, but active hub, it forward the signals with improvement in the quality of data signal by amplifying it. That's why such hubs need additional power supply, because when the data is travel in a small network, so it signal become weak. So a intelligent hub require active hub, so it will convert weak signal into strong signal. So for this purpose it required additional power. Okay, now switch. Okay, switch is another networking device. So you can see a switch is also used to connect multiple computers together in a LAN work group, just like hub. Switches are available within 4, 8, 12, 24, 40 and 64 ports. Switch makes their switching decision by using application specific integrated circuit. Due to switching decision capability, switch sends signal to represent only. That's why switches are called an intelligent hub. In below diagram, leftmost node sending signal to rightmost node. Okay, so you can see the same thing here. A switch sends signal on one port only. So here you can see difference. Here switch, there is no repetition, only one signal you can see, but in hub it repeats the same signal in all the ports again and again, but it know very well where data come and where to send exactly. Okay, so this is a switch, and switch are also responsible to connect multiple hubs. Okay, So this is a networking device. Now next is repeater. In a network, signal travels a long distance in transmission media due to resistance of media signal becomes weak. Repeater is a networking device which regenerate the signal and forward the signal with more power. Okay, so you can see the working of repeater. When the signal is traveled in a very long distance from one place to another, so it needs more power to continue, but without so the traveling distance is very high, so signal become weak. So in the middle we need another networking device, repeater, which can responsible convert again weak signal into strong signals, and this strong signal will forward again the next repeater. So repeater is used to amplify our signal. We can say the reboost our signal, or we can say the weak signal convert into strong signal. Okay, a router. So this is another networking device we require. A router operate in a physical data link and network layers. Okay, there are 7 layers. We know the OSI. This is a networking standard model, open system interconnection. It has 7 layers. Okay, so we can say the router operate in physical. We can say the bottom 3 layers name is physical, data link and network layers. Router is a networking device which use in the best optimal path from available path to send the signal. It interconnects different networks. The simple function of a router is to receive packets from one connected networks and pass them to second connected network. So a router responsible to guide the packets to give the direction of the data packets. Okay, in the computer world, suppose we have a information, but this information cannot directly send one place to another. So this information will break into several parts, and these several parts again break again several parts. So these broken parts of information we can say this is a packets. So every packets have source address and destination address. When these packets travel from one place to another place, so in the middle a router is available, and this router responsible to guide the packets and to provide the shortest and quickest path. So router is a very important networking device. Okay, the next thing is gateway, a networking device capable to convert protocols. Protocol means a set of rules and regulations. Okay, so that two different network architecture based system can communicate with each other. It works as a protocol converter. We can say different system work together. In the internet, we know very well there are so many different types of network architecture are available, but they still working. They still send the informations from one place to another. So here one of the most responsible device is gateway. So we can say the interoperable facility provided by a gateway means different system work together to send and receive data. Now we can compare the different types of networking device. Suppose hub versus switch versus router, and router versus gateway. So we can compare, suppose hub versus switch. A hub work on a physical layer. Okay, means we can say physical layer means on a cable, on a physical cable practically. So directly data travel on the cable of OSI model. OSI model means open system interconnection. This is the model. It has 7 layers, and using these 7 layers we can transmit our data from one place to another place surely and securely and guaranteed. While switch works on the data link layer, switch works on the data link layer. Switch is more efficient than a hub. A switch can join multiple computers within one lane, and a hub just connect multiple Ethernet device together as a single segment. Switch is smarter than a hub to determine the target of forwarding data. Since switch has a higher performance, so its codes will also become more expensive. So these are the difference between. So we can simply say directly we have 2 or 3 computers. So for this purpose we can use switch or we can use hub. But hub working on only physical layer, but switch work on data link layer. Okay. Switch versus router. So in the OSI model, router is working on high level of network layer, layer 3. Then switch. We know switch working on data link layer, but router work on network layer. Then switch. Router is very different from the switch because it is for routing packets to other network. Routing packets means to guide the packet. It is also more intelligent and sophisticated to serve as intermediate destination to connect multiple networks together. A switch is only used for wired network. Okay, router may be wired or wireless, but switch must be cable based network. Yet a router can be linked with the wireless network with more function. A router definitely costs higher than a switch. Okay, so first small networking device hub, then we can say switch, then we can say router. Okay, the last is router versus gateway. Gateway regulate traffic between two dissimilar networks, while router regulates traffic between similar networks. Okay, gateway work with different kind of network, router work with same kind of network. A router is a hardware device that forward data packets between computer networks, and router perform the traffic directing function on the internet. So router work in same kind of network and to guide the packets and to provide shortest and quickest path, but gateway function is more have more big responsibilities. It work with different type architecture of networking. Okay, now suppose we have several computers. Okay, and we can, if we want to establish a networking, so there are so many types are available. So physically we can put our computers in different styles. So we can say this is a network topologies: star, bus, tree and mesh. So first is structure of a network. The physical arrangement of computer resources, network devices along with communication channel is known as network architecture, network structure or a network topology. Topology can be physical or logical. Physical topologies: physical layout of nodes and cables in the network. Logical topology: the way of information flows between different components. Okay, so we can say physical topology and logical topology. Means physically to arrange the computer, physical arrangement of computers, we can say topology or structure of a network or layout of a network. So physically and logically. But here types of physical network topology: in the star form we can put our computers and to connect each other and to continue our networking. Bus topology, tree topology, mesh topology, ring topology and hybrid topologies. So first is star topologies. You can see this in center, you can see hub or switch, and all other peripherals and computers are connected directly to a single switch and So node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4, or node 5. So this style belongs to in star shape style. So you can say this is a star topology. Star topology uses a separate cable for each node workstation. The cable connects the node to a central device, typically a hub. So this is called a star topology. Okay, this is also kind of client server technology. Okay, so advantage of a star topology: less expensive than mesh. Okay, easy to install, easy to configure. If one link fails, the network can still function. Disadvantage: everything depends on the hub. If hub fails, so entire network will not work. Okay, if the central node is not, if the central hub or switches not working, then all other nodes will not send data each other. The next is bus topology. So nodes in networking, we can say the computers become a node. Okay, so in networking we can say computer is a node. So nodes are connected through a common communication media like diagram given below. You can see this is the black line show a common communication line, means a cable, and both side in circle, these are the computers or networking device connected through this communication media. So this is a bus sitting type style. We can put the computer and start our networking. So advantage of bus network is easy to install, minimum cable. Disadvantage of a bus topology is difficult to reconnection, difficult to find problem, difficult to add new devices, break and stops all transmission of data. So these are the limitation of bus topologies. Tree topology. In this, a central root node, the top level of hierarchy is connected to or more other nodes that are one level lower in the hierarchy. So you can see this tree type style. Okay, we can say this is a reverse tree. Okay, so root are available at the topmost, then another sub branches, we can say another subcomputers, and another subcomputer have another subcomputer branches. Okay, so in this style we can arrange our computer to send and receive our data. So advantage of this tree topology is it is scalable, means we can extend, easier fault identification and isolation. And disadvantage of a networking topology is maintenance of the network may be an issue when the network span a great area. If the backbone fails, the entire network is crippled, means entire network faces a problem. Okay, the next is mesh topology. You can say this is a mesh topology. In mesh topology, separate cable is used to connect each device to every other device on the networking, provide a straight communication path. You can see here each and every computer have a separate cable and directly use another cable. So there are so many cables. So we can say this is a mesh. This is a trapping of cables. So advantage of mesh topology is avoid traffic, since each link carries its own data and none are being shared. Okay, so we can directly send our data without any we can't wait, we cannot need to wait. Okay, if one link break, the rest of the network will still function because each and every computer have a separate cabling. Easy to detect a problem in the network by discovering which device is having problem and examining the link that connects to it. Okay, disadvantage of mesh topology: a lot of cables are needed. We know very well. Too many cables means too much cost. Okay, too many cables means complex network. So these are the basic difficulties which can be faced when we use mesh topology. So mesh topology, tree topology, bus topology, and star topology. So students, today we are discussing about simple definition of network, Then we have discussed about LAN, MAN, or WAN. Then we discussed different kind of networking device: hub, switch, modem, router, gateway, and last different kind of topologies: star, bus, mesh, and tree topologies. Okay, these are the simple topics we already learned in the previous class. So this is a simple thing. The computer network chapter is really very simple chapter, only theoretical chapter. So only read this chapter and keep the concept in the mind, and very thin line difference between each and every terminology, so you accurately remember this thing in your mind. Okay students, thank you so much.